What's going on, YouTube? Welcome back to the channel. For those of you stopping by for the first time, if you see something that you like here today, please don't forget to subscribe at some point. Those of you stopping by that have been here before, welcome back to TLTG Reviews, my friends. Glad you came see me. So over the last several weeks, I've had a few fragrances that really stood out. They were really just a joy to wear. And to be honest with you, I just feel like talking about them again. So here's my 10 favorite fragrances that I have worn recently. Stay tuned. So with the first one, I hadn't worn it in a while, actually since last summer, until this most recent wearing. And it's such a crisp and beautiful citrusy bergamot and clean vetiver. It's just a joy to wear when it's hot outside. It's very refreshing. It's from Salvatore Ferragamo, Acqua Cologne. Great Italian, fresh summer style fragrance. Super cheap, just like the rest of the line. Yes, Acqua Blue is my favorite. I've worn this one most recently, and it's just so good. I smell it in the air, that crisp, bitter citrus bergamot with that clean vetiver. That's the things that really stand out the most to me. It's a little soapy, but very, very citrusy, very airy, and extremely refreshing. One that I should wear a lot more than I actually do. It was such a joy to wear this one recently. I sprayed it real heavy the first application, and when I resprayed, sprayed it heavy again because it's such a joy to wear. It's Acqua Cologne, Salvatore Ferragamo. Next, this one was such a joy to wear. I believe I'll be wearing it in the upcoming week again as well. Projection, after about an hour, hour and a half, maybe even 2 hours. Not really a strong suit. It does sit pretty close to the skin, but the scent is gorgeous. And the mild aura that it leaves stays for a really long time. Sauvage Parfum from Dior. My big 200 ml bottle. This stuff is just fantastic. My favorite scent from the Sauvage line. I think this one smells the best to me. It's got depth, very polished, very refined. Smell it floating in the air. The ambroxan's dialed way back. It's an undertone in this one. It's just a beautiful, beautiful scent. It's lingering in the air right now. It smells so good. Get a sample and try this one, guys. Don't get ballsy like I did and blind buy a 200 ml just because it was a good price. You may not love it as much as I do. I thoroughly enjoy this one. I still would like to get my hands on the EDP, believe it or not, because when it comes to Sauvage, I prefer Prada Luna Rossa Carbon over the EDT. I think that's a better fragrance than Sauvage EDT. Sorry if that upsets some of you. The EDP is a great fragrance in its own right. It's a little spicier. That one's a little more refined than the EDT. I was debating on getting that one when I got Prada Luna Rossa Carbon, but this one had me intrigued. And the right deal came along and I pulled the trigger. I'm glad I did. I plan on getting a lot more wear out of this. Sauvage Parfum from Dior. Next, I've talked about this one a few times recently because I feel like for 30 bucks or less, this is such a great fragrance to get your hands on. Ferragamo, Salvatore Ferragamo. Great performer, not overbearing in the projection category, but not mild either. It leaves a real nice scent trail, real good aura, fantastic atomizer. It's a blue fragrance with a little bit of green depth, if that makes any sense to you. I do have a full review coming this Sunday with a special guest, so I'm not going to spoil anything, so we'll save talking about it further for Sunday's review. Stay tuned for that, be on the lookout. But absolutely a pleasure to wear Ferragamo from Salvatore Ferragamo. Did not get enough love when it came out, in my opinion, because I believe it's a really good fragrance. Next, this is a recent acquisition that I got from Steve, Fragrance Fanatic, from his company Kingdom Fragrances, which is linked down below. He's got fantastic prices, some just as good as FragranceNet, some even better. And in the case of this one, this is $20 cheaper from Fragrance Fanatic, Kingdom Fragrances, than it is from getting it from FragranceNet with a 35% off coupon code La Nuit de l'Homme, Le Parfum. I actually like this one better than La Nuit de l'Homme. The pepper and the labdanum just make this such a good fragrance. This is more refined and mature as compared to the regular La Nuit de l'Homme. Don't get me wrong, love La Nuit de l'Homme. That's a fantastic fragrance. It's a staple. Anybody that's really into fragrances should have a bottle of La Nuit de l'Homme. Everybody that's into fragrances and is a little bit more grown up than the majority of people that wear La Nuit de l'Homme, which is usually your under 30 crowd, the Le Parfum might be a better suit for you. In my case, I definitely prefer this one. Now that I have it, I'm going to reach for this more than La Nuit de l'Homme, to be honest with you. And like I said, 20 bucks cheaper than getting it from FragranceNet. It's a fantastic price from Kingdom Fragrances, and it's a fantastic fragrance. I wore this for my son's 18th birthday dinner. We went and had some Korean barbecue the other night, and this is what I sprayed. Man, I couldn't stop smelling myself. Wife loved the way I smell too. Fantastic fragrance. Don't sleep on it. La Nuit de l'Homme, Le Parfum. Next, this stays on my desk. So every single night, there's 2 fragrances that I grab and smell out the atomizer. Every single night. One of them being Sensual Obsessions Formula of Andy Warhol. That hasn't changed. I still do that every night. It just smells so good. It's relaxing when I get home. And another one that's very relaxing when I get home, Juliet Has a Gun, Lipstick Fever. This, so far, might be my favorite pickup of 2020. I love this fragrance. I love the way it smells. Another great atomizer. Waxy iris, raspberry, deep violet. Patchouli comes in later. Cedar comes in later. That's mainly the top. Violet, waxy iris, and raspberry. So beautiful. Get a sample. Okay, this is marketed for women. This is a lady's perfume. The patchouli and the cedar kind of add some masculinity to it to make it unisex, in my opinion. And if you like iris, you're most likely going to like Lipstick Fever. At least for me. This stuff is incredible. I got Twisted Lily linked below for you as well if you want to check this one out. Get a sample at least. Try it. You might fall in love with it because I love smelling this one. This has been such a joy to have. One of my favorite wearings over the last couple of weeks, and I smell it out the bottle every single day. Juliet Has a Gun, Lipstick Fever. Just an intoxicating smell. And next, when it comes to this one, I have been slacking because I've always got something I'm testing, looking to do a review on. I try to mix in, I'll get new things and I want to wear them. And, you know, sometimes the things you love the most get pushed to the side in situations like that. And this fragrance is definitely the one that I love the most. Invictus, Paco Rabanne. Grabbed it the other day, said, yep, I'm wearing it. Man, this stuff is still so good. For as much as my taste has changed and the more appreciation I have for florals and things like that, this is still my favorite fragrance. I'll still pick this over everything else. It's floating in the air. Sweet aquatic. It's gorgeous. I don't care how youthful it is. I don't care how polarizing it is. I love it. I wear it for me. I wear all these fragrances for me. If somebody happens to tell me I smell good, yay for me. What a bonus. It's always nice to get a nice compliment, you know? This is still super powerful, still super beautiful, in my opinion. Absolutely enjoy every single time I wear Invictus from Paco Rabanne. I wore this one recently on Sunday for my 10 best fragrances, summer fragrances for extreme high heat. That was subscriber requested and heavily requested too. This was my scent of the day that day. Wife loves the way this one smells. I think the opening is the best of the line. Just doesn't perform that well because it's not made to. It's a light Eau Sport type of flanker. Prada Luna Rossa Eau Sport. It's probably the best opening, arguably. That soapy lavender and the citron. It's so creamy but light and airy at the same time. It's so aromatic, citrusy, refreshing. It's beautiful. This is a beautiful scent. This smells incredible. This is a joy to wear. You can spray it relatively heavy. I maybe wouldn't do 15 sprays, but you can 8 to 10 this bad boy, no problem. 12, you know. You can go heavy, but the opening, it's powerful in the opening, powerful enough to where I wouldn't go past 12. 12 is a lot. And then, but you got to keep it with you or keep a decant to refresh. But the scent is gorgeous. Gorgeous. Got this from our friends at 7fragrance.com. I got them linked below as well. I want to make sure, because, you know, a lot of people used to complain that I didn't have where to get these fragrances from in the descriptions. Well, now I make sure to have where you can get these at all times, whether it's an affiliate link or not. I make sure it's available for you guys if you want to check it out. And I got to tell you, this fragrance is gorgeous. And the price was right at 7 Fragrance. Definitely the place to pick it up, in my opinion, if you're looking for Prada Luna Rosa Eau Sport. You'll notice a theme to a lot of this. There's actually quite a few florals in this video, floral heavy fragrances, because I have just a newfound love for florals over the last year. And this is another one. This is the second ladies perfume on the list that I find to be unisex that I thoroughly enjoy. It's from Kajal Eau de Parfum. Rose, iris, citruses. This is another great atomizer and beautiful, beautiful fragrance. Such a fresh, super fresh rose fragrance. Perfect for the summertime. I don't know what else to say. I recently did a full review on it. If you want to check that out, I'll put that right there for you. It's beautiful. Sample it. They have discovery kits for different collections and fragrances now that they offer. Kajal's linked below if you want to check out some of their discovery sets, or just go ahead and jump into a bottle. But the bottles are expensive, anywhere from $185 to $210, because this is a high-end luxury brand. Some quality niche fragrances right here. And I got to tell you, if you're looking for a good fresh summertime floral fragrance, look no further than Kajal Eau de Parfum. This is an absolute joy to wear. From one floral to another, this is another one that I got from 7fragrance.com actually. And I did a review on this one as well. And it's pretty unfairly hated in my opinion, because I think it's great. It's kind of a dusty synthetic rose, plus Invictus Acqua and some tonka bean. 1 Million Cologne. Paco Rabanne. Another Paco Rabanne fragrance on here. Performs very good on my skin. I think it smells good. I like the way it smells. You know, a lot of people complained and said this should have been this or this should have been that, and 1 Million Parfum, this is what 1 Million Cologne should have been. I like it. I'm happy to have a bottle. Doesn't bother me if nobody else likes it. As long as you like what you're wearing, it's all that really matters, isn't it? And I absolutely love wearing this one. I'm probably going to wear this one in the upcoming week again, because I've been spraying this one on my arm just to smell it at night here and there, and that spray went on this arm. It smells so good. So unfairly hated. 1 Million Cologne. This was an absolute joy to wear. Did a full review on it. I think it's a good fragrance. And I think more people should check it out, because in my opinion, it's a joy to wear. And last but not least, one that I had just sitting on the shelf, sitting in its little tin can. Haven't worn it since last summer. It was well overdue, because I do enjoy a good vanilla mint, especially with some aquatic notes like this. Jean Paul Gaultier Le Male in the navy. Not the most popular Le Male flanker, I understand that, but I think it smells great. If you like vanilla mint, English Laundry Oxford Blue Versace Eros type of vanilla mint, God, this smells good. But want a more aquatic version of that, a more summertime friendly version of that, Le Male in the navy. It's got you covered. That's what this one smells like. And on my skin, 7 to 8 hours performance, 2 hours of great projection, and then several hours of mild projection. Beyond that, you know, low to mild, not really a skin scent. Good little mild scent trail. It's a joy. It's a joy to wear. You forget how much you like something when it sits on the shelf for so long, and when you pull it back out and you smell it, you give it a wear and you fall in love with it all over again. That's kind of what happened with Le Male in the navy. Fell in love with it all over again. Slept on, discontinued, they don't make it anymore, but you can still find them for a pretty good price. I actually found this in Rack Store last summer. Check it out if you like vanilla and mint. Le Male in the navy. Well, that was my 10, guys. And until next time, do me a real quick favor. Go ahead and like, comment, subscribe. Do appreciate all the feedback. I love hearing from you guys. How many of these do you thoroughly enjoy wearing? This has been over the last few weeks. These were the ones that were just so noteworthy. They stayed rolling in my mind, making me want to smell them. That I kept them on the desk to where I could still sniff them, maybe spray them here and there on my arm just to enjoy them for a couple of hours before bed at night after work. These were just a joy to wear recently, and I just wanted to talk about them once more before they make their ways back to the shelf or potentially make their way back into a rotation, which a couple of these are going to get worn here in the next week because I'm really digging them right now. And until next time, I will say, if you get your hands on any of the 10 that we discussed here today, give them a spray now. Might end up thanking me later. Have a good one, guys.